Same character, different scenes, zero consistency issues. That's the promise of this workflow. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to deliver on it. By the end of this video, you'll have my exact prompts, and you'll understand the system that makes this possible. Let's begin. My previous video on Veo 3.1 character consistency did really well. The link is in the description if you missed it. A lot of you followed the workflow and got great results, but some of you ran into problems and you told me about it in the comments. That's exactly the kind of feedback I love, so I went back and made some small adjustments. And while I was at it, I noticed Google Flow has had a bit of an update. So this video is really two things at once, a better workflow and a fresh look at what's new in the tool. Let's begin. Before we get into the workflow, a quick note on the tools. For video generation, I'm using Google Veo 3.1, and for image generation, I'm using the Nano-Banana Pro. Both are built into Google Flow, so everything happens in one place. Okay, step 1, we need a character. And here's the first improvement from version 1. Plain background on your character image. That's it. Sounds simple, and it is. But this works significantly better than generating your character in a specific location or environment. Keep it clean at this stage. For this video, I'm using a female race car driver. But here's the thing. I'm not showing you the prompt I used to create her, because that part is up to you. The character is yours. What I am going to show you are the steps that come after, and those work the same way no matter who your character is. A superhero, a firefighter, an astronaut, it really doesn't matter. What matters is the next step. Step 2 is generating your character contact sheet. Here's where the magic starts. This is the most important part of this whole process. Take your main reference image and apply the contact sheet prompt. You can download it from the link in the description below. And this is actually an updated version of the prompt, with a much stronger focus on keeping the character true to your reference image. What you get back is your character from every angle. Use both images together in the next steps, and your character stays consistent, scene after scene. Step 3, generating your scene grids. For each scene, you'll use 3 things: your reference image, your character contact sheet, and the scene grid prompt. As always, link is in the description. In the prompt, there's a dedicated spot where you simply describe the scene you want. It doesn't need to be complicated, a short description works, but it's worth including the general mood, the lighting, and any technical details you have in mind. What you get back is a 9-panel grid, 9 different shots of the same scene. Now some of you ask me why a grid and not a single image. Here's why. The grid generates multiple consistent shots of the same scene with the same character. From one grid, you can select more than one frame, which means several video shots of the same scene that are consistent in color and technical style. You can generate multiple grids for the same scene, but shots within a single grid will always match each other better than shots generated individually. And here's a pro tip for generating multiple scenes quickly. Once you've generated your first scene grid, hit the Reuse Text Prompt option in Google Flow. Change only the scene description at the bottom of the prompt. That's it. Everything else stays the same. Step 4. Now we need to extract the individual frames we want to use from the scene grid. You could just crop them in Photoshop or any image editor, but that means losing resolution. So I built a prompt for this too. It's free to download in the description below. Enter the panel number, attach your images, and let it generate. One thing to keep in mind, if your frame has the character in it, attach the scene grid and the main reference image together. That combination helps keep the character looking consistent in the extracted frame. And remember, this isn't a crop tool. The AI generates a brand new image based on everything you give it. It's not always perfect, but it gets the job done. To extract more images from the same grid, just hit Reuse Text Prompt, swap the panel number, and generate again. And now the fun part, animation. Once you have all your shots at full resolution, it's time to bring them to life. Upload each shot to Google Flow or any other image to video generator, and write a motion prompt describing how you want the camera and character to move. Now, a question that came up a lot in the comments. Should you use ingredients to video or frames to video? I use ingredients to video in most cases. Here's the difference. Ingredients to video uses your images as general visual guidelines for the shot. Frames to video interprets them literally as the start and end frame of a video clip. And since our images are not actual first or last frames of the video, that's not what we want. And one more tip, generate one clip at a time. If it doesn't come out right, adjust the prompt and try again. Generating 4 clips at once and throwing them all away wastes 4 times more credits.
Some people dream about winning. She decided to chase it. Every corner is a decision. Every second counts. From the pit lane to the podium, nothing was given. Everything was earned. This is her race, and she's just getting started.
Let me break down what we just did. Step 1. Create your character and generate your main reference image. Plain neutral background. This is important. Step 2. Generate your character contact sheet using the updated prompt from the description. This gives you your character from every angle. Step 3. For each scene, use your reference image, contact sheet, and the scene grid prompt to generate a 9-panel grid. Step 4. Extract the frames you want at full resolution using the extraction prompt. Always include the reference image when your character is in the shot. Step 5. Animate. Upload each frame to Google Flow, write your motion prompt, and use ingredients to video. 1 clip at a time. That's the workflow. 5 steps. And with the right prompts, it works. Subscribe if you want more honest AI tutorials, new videos coming out regularly. If this workflow helped you, drop a comment below. I'd love to see what you create with it. All the prompts from this video are free to download in the description. If you found this useful, hit that like button and I'll see you in the next video.